In our last video, we started coding our build, and we now have one arm of the hide-and-seek structure. But we need to make 4 arms to complete the entire play area. What can we do to simply and smartly build the rest of the structure without having to write too much code? Like in our last video, we can use a repeat block, but we aren't quite ready to add it to our code just yet. The code we've already written builds one arm of the structure, assuming the agent starts at the center. But after building one arm, the agent is at the end of the arm, not the center. We need to get the agent back to the center and face a different direction before repeating anything. To get the agent back to the center, we need to make the agent move back. But how far is it from the end of the arm to the center? Looking at our code, we can see that the agent moved forward 1 space to place the first 2 blocks. Then, the repeat loop made the agent move forward an additional 4 spaces. So we need to make the agent move back by 5 with an agent move block. And then, we can make the agent turn to face a new direction. Let's have the agent turn left with the agent turn block. With the agent reset at the center, we can now put a repeat block around all the code inside our build chat command. The structure has 4 arms, so 4 is the correct number for the repeat loop. We now have a loop around a bunch of code that has another loop inside it. A loop inside another loop is called a nested loop. Nested loops are a very effective way of reducing the amount of code we have to write. Being able to identify when to use a nested loop is a useful skill. This should now complete all 4 arms of the structure. Let's run our code to test it. As we can see, there is still one more part of the structure to build. The block at the center of the structure only needs to be placed once. So placing that block does not need to be part of any loop whatsoever. Before any of the loop in our code, we can give the agent a single block of diamond and have it place it up so that there isn't a hole at the center of the structure. Let's hit the reset button and run our code again. Our structure is complete. As we begin to create and test our gameplay code, we will need to make certain modifications to see if our code is working properly. Do you see anything in our code that would take multiple steps to adjust? Join us in the next video where we will use constants and variables to make our code easier to modify as we move forward with our hide-and-seek project.